Now, usually I like to make a second video after my first because I know people like to, you know, take things out of context and say, like, if you look at Deuteronomy 17, well, he was speaking to the king. Okay. So if God goes to the head of everybody who's supposed to be the leader and he tells him he can't do something, what do you think the people under him are going to realize? They can't do it either, right? God a lot of times set examples, you know. You just got to start to think and use your head, man. Like a lot of these things that the devil entices us to do take us away from God. He wants you to think it's okay to do things that's going to drive you further away. It's no secret why the destruction of every man and all families come from infidelity. Another woman, thinking it's in your nature to keep sleeping around. You know, it's the reason why this destroys relationship after relationship, you know. And the example that we set is infectious because that's why the women have become how they are now. You know, if you got women out there who aren't strong-minded and aren't on their own journey with the Lord and they're looking at how we're behaving, and they can see that, well, I'm just going to get cheated on anyway. What's going to be that attitude towards the next relationship? You know, and then what goes around comes around. So if you sleeping, cheating on all these women, when you finally do find somebody that you really like and really invest in, what you think's going to happen to you? What do you think your kids think of you doing the things you're doing? Because you may not tell them, but they'll find out. Kids they look at everything. You know, the example of a man in the Bible is so important because it sets the baseline for everything. How your kid's gonna behave, how your wife gonna behave, how your daughter is gonna look at you. There's tons of men out here who think this is cool that don't want that daughter to run into a man like them. You want your daughter to think that because you acquire wealth that it's okay for her to have to deal with a man that's going to sleep around on her. What if it breaks her heart that her man won't be loyal to her or dedicated to her? What you going to tell her? Well, honey, that's just how it's supposed to be. You know, he buys you everything. Nah, man, it's called morals. God taught us morals. What about our morals? If we keep following the flesh, it's going to lead into destruction. That's just no different than the beginning of the Bible, and we're hitting there now. So the men need to wake up and realize this and realize they need to not be so tempted by the flesh.